Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So it is time for our monthly favourites. Can you believe that June has flown by and we're almost at July? So we've gone past the half year mark, which it blows my mind. I'm actually just, yeah. It feels like the last year and a half has just been like a massive blur because obviously we're all still at home. I mean, in London, the restrictions have kind of lifted. There's other shit going on in London that I just can't comprehend about, but I thought I would talk about my monthly favourites because I do it every month, and I thought I would show you my skincare. I show you some meh products and products that I have been loving. There's a lot of products that I haven't that I'm not going to speak about in this video just because I've tried them and I've reviewed them on camera before and they're okay. They're nothing special to talk about. So let me start off with my skincare, which is not normally something that I talk about, but I thought let's just add it because this month I've bought a lot of skincare products and I felt like my skin is slowly getting there. You know, it's still working hard to be decent. It's never going to be 100%, but I'm just going to try my best. So the first thing that I want to talk about, which I'm so happy that Beauty Bay finally got, and it's the Ordinary Azelaic Acid Suspension 10%. So I did like a Beauty Bay haul, one of many Beauty Bay hauls that I've done recently, where I talk about obviously I purchased this and I have been waiting over a year for Beauty Bay to restock this, and even everywhere I've been looking on different sites, they all were out of stock. And as soon as I saw this back in stock, I was like, I need to pick it up. Even though I was on a makeup ban, like I obviously banned myself from buying stuff, I still bought stuff because I wanted to kind of up my basket and I didn't want to spend like £4 delivery on something that was like £5. That's not the point. Anyway, I've been really enjoying this just because it's been really helping with my red. I wear it every night before I go to bed. Really, when I went to see a specialist last week about my skin, they did prescribe me Azelaic acid, which they gave me a 20%, but I haven't got that prescription yet. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, it's not relevant, but yeah, I thought I would use this obviously in the meantime until I get that, and so far it's, you know, it's only been less than a week. It's been a couple of days since I've been using it and I feel like I see a little bit of improvement. It's not going to be like a major impact straight away, but I'll wear it before bed just so it can really settle into my skin, and it's a really important part of my skincare that I'm just very happy that I got. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is actually something that I got from Elf, which like they sell products, and these are 2 moisturizers. Oh my god, these are amazing. So the first thing is the Holy Hydration mini face cream. This is so thick but it's so good. I got, like I mentioned this in my Elf video as well, they had like a 60% off sale on a couple of items and some of their skincare products were part of it, and of course I need to be very careful with my skincare, but this is amazing. It is so nice. I put it on in the morning and still later on in the afternoon I can still feel it, and it's a really nice cream as well. It is thick, but the longevity of it is amazing. And then the Super Hydrate, which is actually a clear gel, which is super nice, and then when you rub it onto your hand, it's like a jelly form, so it does kind of like disappear really quickly, and it is really cooling as well because, you know, I don't have like hot flashes on my skin, but when I start to feel really kind of overwhelmed and really kind of like really warm on certain parts of my cheek, I do wear that and it does help soothe it down so much. And I know that these are like the minis, so you can pick them up for a couple of pounds, but maybe when I run out of this I might pick up the bigger version because they are just super nice. And we're going to go on to 2 more products from Colourpop, and I'm going to go in with the Oat Face Milk. I am so happy that I purchased this. If you guys know, I use a lot of face milk in every video that I do. When it comes to makeup, I always have a face milk because it's so moisturizing, it's so softening. It's kind of like the moisturizing step in the skincare that I do with my videos. And this is the oat one, and I purchased the big size because I think they only had the big size available, but it was worth it. I waited quite a few weeks for this delivery to arrive. Again, not a big deal because we're still in a pandemic and they did send me an email saying your items are going to be delayed. Not the end of the world, it's not stuff that I needed like straight away anyway, because it's just makeup. But when it comes to this oat milk, oh wow, it's so hydrating, it's so moisturizing and softening. I really recommend that if you do have dry skin, definitely check out these face milks. Like if you are ordering from Colourpop and you just want something to really moisturize your skin, they're amazing. They're very scented, so if you don't like scented products, they're probably not for you, but it's amazing. The oat one is not that strong, but if you have like the watermelon one, the coconut one, or whatever, they are quite strong. So yeah, amazing. And then the last one is the Chill Sesh under eye mask. These are awesome. I really like these. I wore them, I actually had some on last night when we were watching the TV, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna need to like depuff my eyes a bit because I'm feeling quite tired. I've been looking really kind of purplish underneath my eyes because of how tired I've been, and these are just really nice and cooling. You can put them in the fridge, you don't have to. I haven't put them in the fridge, and they still feel really cool on under your eyes. Again, if you live in the UK and you order from Colourpop, to get free shipping, like at the moment they're doing free shipping. I think if you use the code free ship or something, obviously this is not a sponsored video, it's just me saying if you want free shipping, double check their website now, so take advantage of it. And yeah, I picked this up way before that anyway, but these are worth it. I know one of my friends, she said that the Millie Bobby Brown ones, you know, from her brand Florence, I think it's Florence and Mills, or whatever the hell it's called, they do the under eye ones as well, and they're pretty much the same thing, I believe. But if you want to buy from Colourpop, then go for it. So that was it for skincare. I know I went on for quite a bit, I apologise, but I never really talk about skincare that much on my channel because I'm not even specialised in makeup, but when it comes to skincare, I know these days I'm starting to pick up a bit more on what is good for my skin. So those are for what I've been really loving. So let's go on to the meh makeup, because I did have some meh this month. The first thing I'm going to talk about is something that I felt quite disappointed with, and it's the CC cream by It Cosmetics, and I picked up this mini version which is £14, and this is only 0.406 US fluid ounces, and this is only 12ml, and it's £14. The larger versions are like £32-33 from Boots, and this is a nice size still, but when I tested this out, it's meant to, so its whole aim is for people with really like pigmented skin or kind of redness on their skin to kind of hide it. This did an okay job. This is the shade Light. They only had about 4 or 5 shades, which I think is terrible in itself. And I know it's a CC cream, but it's still supposed to be like a foundation. I had to use like maybe 2 layers to kind of get a good coverage. I will try this again, obviously, to see if it will give me any other type of kind of benefit. I mean, I think with the primer, I use my Colourpop one, so I did use a primer that really kind of I know works for me, but this one just didn't seem to give me the coverage that I felt like it should give me. So this was okay. The next product is from Beauty Bay, and this is shocking, but this is one of their Utopia eye pigments, and this is obviously like a dupe for Colourpop, even though you don't need to dupe Colourpop because they're so cheap anyway. But this is in the shade Air. So they came out with a Utopia collection recently, which is kind of like neon shades, and they had like these eye pigments, and they had some like eyeliners as well that are in a pan. But this one is just not as kind of special as I thought it would be. Like if you can see it here, barely. I'm sorry if the lighting is starting to rain outside, but yeah, it's not that amazing. It was £5. I mean, I was really excited to use it because, you know, I love Beauty Bay makeup. I always feel like they have amazing products, which they really do. But these eye pigments I felt were a little bit lackluster. So yeah, that was a bit of a disappointment. And then when it comes to, I've got 2 eyeshadow palettes from Colourpop, and it's no massive surprise speaking about these ones, even though I am disappointed that they're meh, because in one of my last videos I did test out this High Society palette. I think it started to get a bit more pigmented the more I piled on. I hate doing that. I hate using so much product on my eyes because then there's a lot of fallout and it's just a waste of product as well. This one, it was meh. It was very like neon toned, if you want to check out that video. And then I did do a video on this Too Hot palette as well. It was okay. It was a nice kind of pink red, not even red to be honest. It was just like pink tones, and these palettes are like $10. But I feel like if you picked up their £9 ones for a couple of dollars more, you'd get a better result out of them, to be honest. Like, these are cute, they're handy to travel with, but it's not groundbreaking when it comes to Colourpop, to be honest. And then the next one, the last kind of palette, which I'm very kind of surprised about and a bit meh about, was the mini Soph X Revolution palette. This is basically a collection of some of her older shades in this mini palette, and of course that's a really good idea, but the pigments when it comes to this is not that great. I don't know if I was using it differently, or maybe I was having an off day, because that happens a lot. But this palette, I just don't know, didn't seem to give me much oomph compared to the other ones, and I'll talk about that later because spoilers, they were much better. But this one just, I felt like didn't give me the kind of pigmentation that I wanted when it comes to the other ones as well, because the ones in the other palette are much more pigmented. But even though this is the same shades as some of her other ones, I felt like this one wasn't as groundbreaking. But it's okay, I'll still use it obviously, because if I like want to do a quick look or something standard, then I'll just use this palette amongst other palettes that I could use instead. But you know, I'm not just gonna not use it. And I might just try it with an eye base next time, because I don't think I use an eye base with this one. So yeah, those were my meh makeup of this month, and let's go on to the makeup that I really enjoyed this month. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this Slick Flick eyeliner pen by Relove Revolution. I purchased this when I bought the Soph collection, and I really love this pen. It is so good. It's what, £2 or £2.50, and the nib is fantastic. It's got amazing pigmentation. It slides on so easily. If you're looking for a nice simple eyeliner pen that for me hasn't dried up yet, this is right up your street. This is so nice. I don't know, I'm just raving on about like an eyeliner pen, but if you want something that's kind of a bit cheaper than the KVD one, this one is really up there. I really like it. So yeah, that's £2, so good. And then let's go on to, yeah, the Plouise budget box was super nice. I've kind of put everything in this box, so everything that I kind of own by her, I keep in this box because it's just easier to have in one place. But the things that you got in the, I mean, I did a review unboxing as well, which was pretty good because I did a full face of makeup, which I really liked. So you get a palette, and then you got some eyelashes, and you got a couple of other things as well, and a couple of products that you don't get just like a normal sale just yet. And I really like the eyeshadow palette. I'm actually like a big fan of her eyeshadows. The Date Night palette is amazing. And then when I tested these eyelashes, sorry, when I tested out these eyelashes, I really loved them. I think they're so nice. Oh my god, I'm gonna close my window. So sorry, the only reason I kept the window open was because it's so freaking hot and my face is just melting. But anyway, the eyelashes are super nice. I've never tried her eyelashes before, but when I tried them, they went on so easily. So I feel like these are going to be a product that I'm going to be wearing at my cousin's wedding because they're just so easy to use. And like I mentioned, you get a couple of other things as well. So I remember getting one of her Acid Rain kind of blank canvas products, and then this one I actually haven't tried yet, but I think this is a brand new product, which is one of her cosmic paints. So you get essentially, oh, I just dropped something. You get, I think it's like £60 worth of product, which you spend for £30. But the thing is, the boxes sell out so quickly. So if you're looking to get one, I would advise maybe signing up for her newsletter, because it tells you as soon as it's on sale, and on her social media as well. But yeah, I really like the budget box. I don't think I'm going to buy next month's because I need to like stop on buying so much, especially because it's quite expensive. And a lot of her products I don't use as often as I should, so I might just skip the next box and just buy something else. So let's go on to highlighters. So this be the Living My Best Light highlighter palette by Beauty Bay is an old product, but I purchased it when I did a Beauty Bay order and I really like it. You get 4 gorgeous highlighter tones. They do have another palette for darker skin tones, but obviously this is for like my skin tone. So the 4 shades, there's like a pink tone, there's like a gold, silver shimmer. They're really gorgeous, and on sale I think it's like £4, because normally, actually it may be a bit more than that I think, but yeah, normally it's about £12, but it's really worth it, and I don't think I'm going to run out of it anytime soon. I do love their individual highlighter pan as well, which is one of my favorites, but if you're looking to mix things up a bit, then this one is definitely perfect for you. And then let's go on. Actually, the rest is apart from one thing, the rest is eyeshadow now. So I'm going to talk about the Soph collection just because I really like this lip product. I didn't think I was going to like it, but it's actually a lip pencil and a lip balm, but it's like a pigmented lip balm. It's not what I'm wearing today, but I got the shade Toffee Drizzle, and the pencil glides on beautifully. It's so nice and soft, and then the balm itself is really nice. I honestly didn't think I would like it because I was hoping for a liquid lipstick, but again, it's not my collection, so I can't really say that I would rather have this, but hopefully, you know, I have like a dozen more kind of like liquid lipsticks, but I wanted to see something different. But I did like the way that this worked, and this was a really nice staple in her collection. And then I guess, yeah, I'll talk about her eyeshadow palette. And then the highlighter, I think the highlighter is amazing. You get 2 different shades in one pan, well, one palette, and then you get 2 different pans, so that's what I meant. And I got the one in, what's it called? Sugar Frosting, so which seems to be the one that a lot of people are using who obviously have a lighter skin tone than me. That's perfect for them. And then they have about 2 other different highlighter pans as well, which is fantastic. I really like this. It's really pigmented. I like to mix the both together, and it is stunning. And then the eyeshadow palette I really like. It's got a nice array of kind of like just colourful, because she wears a lot of like nude tones and sometimes it could be a bit boring, but she did actually do quite a colourful palette, and it's a standard price as well. If you saw my video, you know I had a massive hassle with Royal Mail because they lost my products and I had to get it reordered from like Revolution, and then it just took longer than necessary, but it was here. And I'm happy that I finally got the products to test them, and yeah, I thought they were nice. So let's go on to the next palette, which is the Optimistic AF palette by BH Cosmetics. And I did test this recently when I did my Beauty Bay haul, and this is a really nice palette. It's just a nice set of shades that kind of work for me. So you've got these really gorgeous like orange tones excuse me, and then you have these really nice shimmers as well, and the names on them are just amazing. So you've got Happy Camper, Ray of Sunshine, Silver Lining. They do basically, the palettes all have like different sayings on them. So obviously this is like I'm optimistic AF, and then there's the fuck off one, which I really wanted, but Beauty Bay don't have it. And there's a lot of other ones as well which I really like, but this is just a super nice palette. It's something a bit different from BH Cosmetics, because they tend to do either like their baked eyeshadows, or that they have these palettes that are coming out every month when it comes to the birthstones. So something, and then this one I really like. It's actually quite cute. So the last palette I'm talking about, which is probably my favorite product of the month, and it's the New Romantic palette by Beauty Bay. This palette came out during Valentine's Day, but I picked it up recently because it was one of the days that I was having a really bad day, and I was like, I want to pick up some makeup, order some makeup, and this was in my wish list, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself because they had a sale on as well. And again, like I said, Beauty Bay never really disappoint me when it comes to their products, and I picked it up and I love it. It's such a gorgeous like pink eyeshadow palette, and I'm not a pink person, clearly. Like, pink is not a shade that I would go to, but the looks that I've managed to do with this palette, I'm just so happy. It's so beautiful. The shimmers are gorgeous as well. I think normally it's £15, which is perfect because there's 20 pans in here, and you get a nice gorgeous mirror. And yeah, that is my monthly favorites basically. I know I've been rambling on for like almost 20 minutes, I apologize, but when I have a lot to talk about, I'm like blah 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 blah. So yeah, let me know what you love this month, because if it's something that I haven't tried, I'm really intrigued to see if I can afford it and also to pick it up myself. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. And I hope you're having a very good week, and I hope to see you. Wow, hope to see you very soon. Bye guys.